What's the haps? I'm Roka and welcome to Indie Insight. Today we're taking a look at Condor by Connor Sherlock, whose title screen probably needs some work, to be honest. That's a bit basic. This is something about neon colours and jetpacks, which is pretty much all I need to know. So, as with all these videos, we're going to take a 15-minute blind first impressions, so I'm going to set my timer going, and we're going to start a game and find out what we're doing. This is clearly for Cyberpunk Jam, as the window tells me in the top corner. The window says Cyberpunk Jam right at the top. I do appear to have a jetpack, which will allow me to stick to ceilings. I do appear to have ridiculously high mouse sensitivity. I'm going to take a moment to set that one down a second. Can I do that? Oh, right, yeah, new computer. My mouse drivers aren't in place. Ha! Yeah, right. Okay, no, we're going to have to do this the hard way. Don't look down while jetpacking. Press G to toggle... Okay. Objective, get to the top of the spire. The spr. Yellow beacons are checkpoints. Don't look down. Can I look down? Oh, I don't look down. How much energy does my jetpack have? Is it just unlimited? No, that sounds like that's run out. No. Okay, I realize this is not going well. Okay. Let's try that one again. Okay, so my jetpacking ability is sort of, I guess got to make as good use of it as we can before it runs out. No, 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 no. Okay. I'm used to a lot of jetpacks, at least allowing me to kind of get a bit of a hover going on. Oh, right-click zooms in. Interesting. Doesn't seem too easy to get a bit of a hover going on, so I guess I kind of just need to make one big, lazy, sweeping arc over the things. Just get as much height as I can, and then land on here. Boom. That felt like I fell through the floor slightly there. Game jam games. So it said, yeah, yellow things are checkpoints, so I guess I need to be making my way over that way. Let's see, that could be a thing. It's a very striking game. Texture resolution on like these blocks are kind of not amazing, but I think if they'd just gone with like really clean colors, it could have looked really kind of cool. Because a lot of games with jetpacks and sort of things, and a lot of these, in fact, stuff like Mirror's Edge, in fact, as well. A lot of your sort of maneuver around city type things will tend to go with just bold, clean colors, and it's like it does work really well. You got this big chunk of pink. They just kept with really bright neon colors through and through. You could have had a really striking looking thing. Instead, we've got a lot of a little bit iffy textures, to be honest. Now where go? Where is the way forward from here? Can I make it over to this other building on the other side? No, there's one over here I probably want to land on. No! I gotta go all the way right back to the start, haven't I now? There's a weird buzzing noise, like there are flies around my head. It's a bit strange. Is that supposed to be like, oh, we're in a super tall city, they're like flying cars swooping around this neon futuristic city? It's the sound of cars zooming by. In the future, all cars will sound like flies. This is what we have learned here today. That's probably what it is, I think. I don't know. I'd say there's like dots sort of swooping around. I guess those, yeah, I guess those are like cars. They are pretty much just dots, but hey, sure. I don't know, I was kind of expecting a lot more freedom of movement. I was sort of just expecting to be just zooming around cities, which is kind of why I grabbed it. I was like, oh, jetpacking around futuristic neon cities. Hey, that sounds like pretty cool. Sure, I'll go for a bunch of that. Is there a sprint button? No. Okay. It's fine. Let's try not to stuff this one up again, because the checkpoints are not frequent. Let's just use my entire burn here. There we go. Okay, made it. Next, I want to be across to here. There's no interface to tell you what your jetpack's doing other than just that noise. Whoa, that was cutting it fine. This is in Unity, so unlike many of the games in my Indie Insight, it does have options as well. Admittedly, it was kind of in a launcher before we got there, so I can't show you them. There are resolution options, and there are some graphics options if you want to, you know, change the quality of the low-res textures, I suppose. I suspect it's going to perform reasonably well on most machines because it's, yeah, just so... yeah, it'll be fine. You'll be right. Crank it up to max. Where are we going? Where are we going? Towards the yellow thing, but I don't know how I get there. Onto those platforms, I guess? Well, there's a cylinder. Oh, no, I'm definitely not going to make it to that cylinder thing. Let's see if we can make... I don't think I'm going to make that! I'm not going to make that. I'm not going to make that jump. Okay, I will lament the lack of more frequent checkpoints. Is there any other routes that I can take? Because it does mean a lot of the time if you fall, you're going back a really, 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 really long way. Like a really long way. There's a block there. Does that take me anywhere exciting and interesting? I'm thinking there may well be multiple routes through the city. There's this little barrier thing here, bar. Can I land on it? Whoa, I can. Okay. That's a thing I can do. I'm probably going to slip and fall and die, but I can do it. Okay, so there's totally multiple routes through the city. That's kind of cool to know. I can see some lower routes. Maybe the lower routes would be a better bet than making that crazy jump that failed. So if we go down here, there's a bunch of stuff down over there. Can I get to that? Or is there another route? I can see stuff like over there. I don't know how I would get to that though. I can't see much connection to it. Oh, getting some... Okay, I thought it was performing pretty well. Kind of getting some weird stuttering there. Maybe it does not perform as well as I had hoped. Right, let's land on this. That was a pretty smooth landing on that one. That was pretty nice on my part, if I do say so myself. So I guess you got to use everything you can possibly get your hands on as geometry to try and maneuver around. I don't think I could have made that jump straight to there, so I think I needed that railing, to be honest. Just to be able to make that jump. So, just call upon you to use your wits and resources to make every possible jump you possibly can. That buzzing's getting a bit obnoxious. Them cars, man. Oh god, am I gonna make this? I might just... Oh god, some of these are cutting it fine. Clearly you're... I think just by the fact that you can just make it, I suspect that it probably is the intended route. You are supposed to make that specific jump, but... Geez, if it's not a bit hairy. Wow. Okay, so slowly making my way towards the yellow thing. The yellow thing will save our progress. And then for the love of God, we can carry on with the next bit. Whatever that might entail. Okay, so there's... Oh, right, there's a barrier down there. There's also a little ledge along there. Surely the ledge is easy to get to. Yep. I like climbing around cities and things. It's a cool little thing to do in games. I like that sort of thing. Shame I'm not getting up, like, right up onto the rooftops, but maybe I do later. I don't know. Sort of thing that's also... It'd be nice if I could find some really crazy cool routes. Maybe I'm not being adventurous enough. Should be some crazy cool routes that allow you to just climb up the side of buildings through various little weaving passages and... Oh god, I gotta walk all the way across this pipe, do I? Okay. There's a big glowing yellow light. Is that a big glowing yellow checkpoint light? That's not working. There we go. Or is it just a yellow light? Because there was a yellow arrow. Yay! I wish I was an Aztec or a runner in Peru. I would build such beautiful buildings to house a chosen few, like an Inca from Peru. Is this poetry? Does the game reward us with poetry for getting to the yellow lights? Maybe it does. Right, there's a yellow... I see yellow down there. The yellow's kind of... It's quite a nice design choice, actually, because everything's kind of this grungy, dark, cyberpunk city. There's some neon to add some colour to it, and I like that. But the yellow really stands out really strikingly. It's like, yes, head towards the big yellow things. You can see it from a long way away, and it really jumps out at you. Although there are two now, so now that's confusing me. There's one up top and one down below. Against everything else, it's just got a really sharp contrast, and it's like, this is the thing. Head towards the lights, the really, really bright light. So where was that? Is that down there? There is yellow down there. Oh, there's a yellow light over there. Yeah, the yellow lights, I think, seem to be more of a checkpoint than the yellow beams, but I think the yellow beams kind of put you on the right track. I haven't fallen for a long time. This is good news. That is also tempting fate, so I'm probably about to fall to my death. This is an interesting concept. It's a little I don't know. I don't know where. I don't know if this is going anywhere or where it was going, if it is, beyond just jetpacking around a city. But it's cool. I think it's got the foundations, the makings of something interesting. I don't necessarily think it makes a wonderful, amazing, totally revolutionary, interesting game on its own, but I think sort of as an inclusion as part of other things, it could be kind of cool. Just go talk to the guys who are currently working on Mirror's Edge 2. Add some jetpacks to Mirror's Edge 2, and yeah, that'd be great. I hope I can stand on this. I can, right? I head towards the next yellow light. Waste. Alrighty. There's presumably some futuristic waste disposal monolithic cuboid structure. In the future, all waste will be disposed of in giant red glowing cubes. You can see another yellow arrow over there. That has caught my attention. I can see some fire up on the top of the building. I want to go see the fire. My sneaking suspicion is that it would be fairly low res. So let's head to that. That's going to be a ticket to poetry. Yeah, poetry tickets. Head into the light. Lens flare. Said the Condor to the praying mantis. We're going to lose this place just like we lost Atlantis. Well, brother, we gotta go. Sooner than you know. The gypsy told my fortune. She said that nothing showed. I guess that's poetry? Of some kind? Alrighty. I know I'm moving pretty fast. We kind of got some kind of old school Doom, Unreal kind of speed moving on. We're moving a fair lick, but at the same time, this is a really long way to walk, and I kind of be nice if there was like a sprint or something to just really just get a bit of a bunny hop going on. Get along down here. Some interesting mechanics, some grabbing arm type things going on up ahead. Interesting. Cool. Oh man, we gotta run along these rails. Oh, we gotta I wanna go up onto this rail. This is my rail. Okay, I guess the last checkpoint wasn't too far back. Yeah. Now we're doing some maneuvering. Okay. I just want to get onto the top rails, yes. From here, can I go anywhere exciting or interesting? Yeah, let's just be explorative a little bit. Can I get onto... I can probably get up to the top of that. Failing that, I could get over to the next rail and get onto the top from that rail. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Can I actually... Oh, there's not much to stand on there. I'm still on thin air. Man, I've been really good at breaking games the last few days. Must be all that beta testing I've been doing lately. What am I even stood on there? Oh, this is what happens when you... Yeah, I'm totally breaking things here. I'm like out. The game does not expect you to go that way. I don't think when you're doing game jams, I suspect there's probably not a whole lot of time to just go, oh, what if the player decides to try and break the game? We'd better take that into account. I think if you're making an actual game, you know, for retail, that sort of thing you take into consideration. It's like, how can we stop the player from being a complete knob and breaking it just for giggles? When you're trying to put a game together in a very limited time frame, I suspect that that's not top of your priority list so much as actually, you know, getting the game working. But yay, jetpacks! They got the jetpacks working, and I'm okay with that. You can get some height out of that. I guess I can get up to that next section. Alrighty, let's try and do that then. I don't know how close I need to be. I'm not well aware of my trajectory. Oh, that might work, that might work, that might work, yeah, that'll work. Under the giant arm. That didn't look quite as big as that earlier. Can I get up to that, though? I think is the pertinent question of the day. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, yes, we can. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, no, 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 I fell. Okay, we need to climb on this. This is just the way of the world. Damn textures, man. Just doing some wall licking. Okay, I'm stuck. Apparently it doesn't like you jumping off a cylindrical surface or something, I don't know. There we go. Okay, we're up that one. Next bit. Up to this joint. Yeah, no, 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 no. Nearly. Okay. No, stay there, stay there, stay there. Don't fall any further. Straight up here and on top. Boom. Yeah, climbing a crane. You may be intended to climb this crane. It may be that they were like, yes, we want players to do this. At the same time, I'm not rightly sure. I'm just climbing things because this is what I do. I climb on all the things. Man, you should have seen me in Wildstar. That's a lot of yellow. There's a... We've got an arrow over there saying, go that way. And we've got an arrow over there going that way. Oh, I see the yellow light that will give us poetry. The poetry light. And there's a big wall of yellow there. And the lighting changes depending on how you look at it. Yeah, lighting engine maybe needs a tweak so that it doesn't do that. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I managed to jetpack around this city for 15 full minutes here. And whilst I've not really achieved a whole lot, it's been kind of fun. This is an interesting little concept. So yeah, this is available on itch.io, like always, like all the things I tend to cover on this series at the minute. So this is Condor by Connor Sherlock. It is, as I say, a game jam kind of thing, so it's just probably more of a prototype maybe, but I do think it has the makings of something fairly interesting if it were to be implemented into some sort of full concept. If you had someone who was... If you got on board and implemented these mechanics into someone who had some experience doing some really gorgeous world design, you could come up with something phenomenal with this. And then maybe put a bit of a story in there just to keep you compelled, beyond get poetry. Get poetry is not the most compelling thing in the world. But there's definitely some interesting routes here, yes. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Morocco. This has been Condor. I'll see you next time.